Boom. All right. Good evening, ladies and gents. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Good evening, ladies and gents. Hope everyone's doing well. Jason Agbodza speaking here. Welcome to another Sunday team call with the VTG family. Hope everyone is doing well. You've had a productive day thus far. Drop a VTG in the chat box for me, please, family. Let's see who's live, who's active, who's awake, who's ready to get some gems, some nuggets, some wisdom to help them elevate in their lives. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I see the VTGs. Absolutely amazing. All right, great stuff. Cool. All right, let's get into this. So first up, of course, we've got Nicola Carter, our Platinum 1000, soon to be Platinum 2000, ladies and gents. And if you don't know Nicola, you need to get to know, right? Most of you are familiar with her already, doing a phenomenal job within the team, supporting in so many different ways. Listen, she's been an asset to the business, asset to this team in so many different ways. Mother, lawyer, and this of course this company, this platform has truly changed her life. Of course, maybe we should drop a little bit about her story, but yeah, we're so thankful for her and everything that she has done, and she's about to give you some gems and nuggets, and thereafter I will come back on board. So without further ado, let's bring on Platinum 1000, Ms. Nicola Queen Carter. You there, sis? Can you hear me?
I am here. I hope everyone can hear me and see me clearly. Let me turn my lighting on. Awesome, 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 guys. It's Sunday, it's 6 p.m. We know what time it is. Okay, it's time for the VTG team call. Now, today, right, I've been thinking deep and hard all this week. I've been thinking deep and hard. What is really going on in IM at the moment? Like, guys, we are seeing so much change, so much momentum going on in IM at the moment. You got to be sleeping under a rock to pretend you haven't seen what is happening, right? We've got promotions popping off left, right, and center. The company is growing. It's doing massive, amazing things, right? We are developing 5-figure traders like it's going out of fashion. Okay, we are doing very, very well, right? Now, just because I want to make sure that we are all in the same place starting off on this call, guys, if you have seen, since you have joined VTG, if you have seen profits being made, drop a F4 in the chat. Drop an F4 in the chat, just so I make sure that we've all seen the same thing, right? Just so I know that we are all seeing the same thing. If you have seen people making profits off of HFX, DCX, DeLorean, Scanner Source, if you've seen any of that, drop an F4 in the chat, right? And that should be everybody, unless you literally just joined today, right? Okay, so I'm seeing the F4s coming in. Okay, so cool. We know that side of the business works. We know trading works. We got that, all right? Now, if you've ever seen, since you joined VTG, if you've ever seen a promo, you've ever seen someone pop P150, P600, P1000, P2000, all the way up, if you've ever seen someone being promoted, drop a promo in the chat, because I want to make sure that we all know this thing works. I know it works. I've seen it, right? I'm sure all of you, since you joined, you've seen at least one promo, so you know the business side works. Okay, cool. That means we know the system works, right? We don't need to worry about that. We know the system works. So the question that I now put to everybody, the question I even have to ask myself sometimes, is the system works. So if I'm not seeing the results that I want, the question is, do I work? Do I work? Am I working? The system works. We've seen it. You just told me, you dropped the F4s, you dropped the promos. So we all know the system works. Do I work? Do you work? That's the question, right? Now, the reason I ask that is because so many times we hear this, trust the process, trust the process. Really and truly, you only have two choices here. You either trust the process or you trust yourself. There's only two choices, right? And the fact of the matter is that you have been trusting yourself the entirety of your life. And you are here because you haven't brought yourself the results that you want. So to come here where there is a process that you guys have just told me works, why would you still trust yourself? Why would you still listen to yourself when you know you have a whole system that works both ways, right? It doesn't make sense. So guys, this is where I'm going today, right? For those of you, this is the first time you're hearing from me, mate, you know how it is. I speak very directly. I keep it plain, right? I'm not here to muddy the waters. I'm here to make it plain, right? So if we're going to be trusting the process, we have to understand that it requires something from us, okay? This is something that is simple, but it is not easy. It is simple, but it is not easy. What do I mean when I say that? What do I mean? I mean that to get from where you are to what you want, You have to do something. And that thing is called change. You have to change, right? You cannot be you, but expect everything around you to change, but you don't change. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Now, the principle of change in itself is such a fundamental one. Guys, many of us in this group in VTG, we're believers, right? We're of the Christian faith. Change is an underlying principle of the Christian faith, right? From the beginning of time, you were given free will. What does that mean? It means you have the ability to change your mind. You have the ability to choose. You have the ability to be one thing 1 minute and another thing the next minute, because that's what change is. You have choice, right? Now understand this, even if you come through to like the actual point of Christ being here, the resurrection, the idea of repentance, the idea of being saved, that means that you had an old way of life, and guess what you can do? You can change. You can be somebody else without carrying all the consequences of the old you. You can be somebody else. You can get somebody else, get something else in your life. You can achieve something more than what you previously were doing. That is what it is about. So really, if you're going to talk about it like that, if you're a believer, there's no reason why you should have a problem with change. There's no reason you should have a problem with it, right? So let's really get into it now. People want change externally. We want to change our finances. We want to change our body goals. We want to change our work situation. We want to change the kind of time availability we have. We want to change all this stuff. The external change that we're looking for comes from internal change. The external change that you are looking for is only going to come from internal change, right? Whether it's your working habits, right? If you want a promotion at work, or you want to work less, or you want to be paid more, your boss ain't going to just come and give you it out of the blue. You need to change. You need to do more work. You need to level up. You need to do more trainings. You need to take on more responsibility. You need to change before that situation changes, right? In our relationship, sometimes we're looking at everybody else, pointing fingers. Oh, why is he like that? Why is she like this? What about you? When you go to counseling, what do? They don't talk about how to change the other person. They talk about how to change you. You must change. And then what happens around you will change, right? We talk about health. You can't be saying, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do all of this, but I don't really have to do any of that stuff. I'm just going to drop weight. I ate one piece of lettuce, weight vanish. It's not going to happen. You ain't changed. You got to change consistently, not just one day, but every day you've got to change, and you've got to keep changing. You've got to keep committing to the change so you get what you want, right? The external doesn't change until you change. All right. So I'm glad we're in agreement. We understand this, right? Because now it's a thing that the same old you is not going to bring you a brand new lifestyle. The same old you is not going to bring you a brand new lifestyle. Don't think just because you paid your money to IM that now you're entitled to a whole new lifestyle. You have to change. You have to change, right? Now, this is when we're talking about the 95% of people and the 5%. The difference between those two groups of people is not simply how they make their money. It's not simply that 95% are employed and self-employed and 5% are investors and business owners. It's down to the change. It's down to the way they think. They are different people. They are different, right? If you're an employed person, you are kind of programmed into someone telling you what to do. They tell you what time you need to be at work. They tell you what time you have your lunch. They tell you what you do when you're at work. They tell you what time you leave. They tell you when you have to do overtime. They tell you how much you're being paid. They tell you your whole life. They dictate to you what you do. When you are an entrepreneur, when you are a business owner, when you are an investor, there is no one telling you what to do. You have to take responsibility for yourself. You have to start to take responsibility. So when we're talking about, I want financial freedom, I want this, I want that paid off, I want X, Y, Z, understand it means you now have to take responsibility. Otherwise, you are not getting a single thing that you're talking out of your mouth saying you want. It's not going to happen, right? Now, responsibility is kind of the key point of what I want to talk about next. Okay, we've covered change. I want to talk about responsibility because this one is deep, right? So 95% of people, okay, generally have a blame mentality. A blame mentality. Something goes wrong, the comfort, the perk of being a 95% person is you don't have to take responsibility. It's your boss's fault, it's the government's fault, it's Boris's fault, it's coronavirus fault, it's this one's fault, it's that one's fault, it's everybody else's fault except your own fault. You've been making your decisions the whole life, but it's not your fault, it's everybody else's fault, right? Now, when you're a 5% person, you can't blame nobody else because you know you stepped out and did your own thing. It's all on you, right? You naturally have to blame yourself. Anything goes wrong, you have to look at yourself first and think, right, X, Y, Z has happened, but what can I do? What can I do? What can I fix? How can I improve? What could I have done differently? You have to turn the mirror on yourself and look at yourself and have self-reflection time and think, right, how can I do this differently moving forward? How can I improve? How can I change, right? Now, when we're talking about taking ownership, whether you're a person in this platform, you're trading, or whether you are building a business or doing both, right? Taking responsibility, taking ownership, what does that look like? So for traders, if you guys are taking notes, and I hope you're taking notes, this is what it looks like, okay? Taking ownership as a trader. It means asking the right questions of the right people. Don't sit there and be stuck and expect some fairy godmother to come and sprinkle dust on you and come and fix your trading account. It's not going to happen. You need to learn to speak up. Ask the right questions to the right people, right? The next thing is it's your responsibility to protect your account. That means good risk management. That is your responsibility, okay? It's your responsibility to make sure that you're on the appropriate training calls for the strategy you are using. You can't be complaining about not knowing certain things when we have training calls, but you're not on the training calls. There's no one coming from the training call to come get you to say, hey, there's a training call. You know when they are. It's your responsibility to be on there. And if you're going to miss a training call, it's also your responsibility to make sure you get the recordings. It's not for somebody to come and send it out willy-nilly and send it to you personally. It's for you to make sure you get it because you knew you were going to miss that training, right? Now, it's also your responsibility to train your mind, train your mindset. You know that trading is 95% mindset or 90% mindset, 10% skill. It is your responsibility, therefore, to train your mind. That means doing your PD. It means doing your audio of the month. It means really studying and making sure you are disciplined, okay? That is your responsibility. It is nobody else's fault. If you are on a session trading live and you are panicking, that is nobody else's fault except your own. That is your responsibility, okay? It is your responsibility to compound your account effectively. It is your responsibility also to affirm what you want to see in your trading account every single day. That is your responsibility. So if you are struggling in trading, ask yourself, have I done all of those things? Before I even complain, before I even open my mouth to say, oh, this trading thing, it don't work. Have you done everything you need to do first? Point the finger at yourself first before you point it anywhere else, right? Now, as if you're building a business, you lot don't escape. You lot don't escape, okay? You get in it too, all right? It's your responsibility, likewise, to attend training. We've had several builders trainings over the past few weeks, right? Jason has very, very kindly taken his time to do that, to pour into us, to take what he's learned from the other organizations and pour it into us. Where were you? Where were you? If you weren't on that call and you're struggling with your business, where were you? Okay? It's your responsibility to be on V trenches. Sorry, it's your responsibility to be on V trenches. Right? Saturdays, we get together, we're literally peaking. Where are you? But you're saying no one's coming to your business. Where are you? Right? It's your responsibility to seek out your mentor's advice. Woo! Guys, people think your mentor's meant to chase you down and hunt you down. Bruv, your mentor, that's not their job, you know. That's not your job. That's not their job. It's for you to go to them. It's not for them to come chase you down. The disrespect. If your mentor has to come chase you down, the disrespect. What is that? No. I'm sorry. No. It's for you to be, okay, one thing I want you guys to do, if you're really claiming you're a builder on this thing, right? You're claiming you're a builder. Look through your topmost WhatsApp messages. Is your mentor's message right there? If your topmost chat is not with your mentor, you don't want it. You don't want it. Yeah, if that thing is not starred, if it's not starred as your top message, your focus group is not starred, you don't want it. You don't want it, right? That's the mark of a mentee. You be chasing down that person. You text them, you call them until they answer, till you get what you want, right? That's what a mentee is. The next thing, guys, PD, as you know, you're a builder. Come on, you know how it is. It's a trenches kind of situation. Yeah, you need your mindset to be on point. That's your responsibility as well, right? And the next thing is also your responsibility to study the chairman, right? Now, we can't rely on Jason to be studying chairman and giving us, like, drip feeding it to us. What we have the same YouTube. We have the same YouTube. We have the same Instagram. We should also study the chairman. They are people that have the results that we want. Why would you not study them? Why would you not know what they're doing? Why would you not know who pop ranks? Why would you not know, right? It doesn't make sense. And then it's also your responsibility to duplicate. Don't just study. Don't just take notes when they speak, right? Notes aren't going to win the game for you. Notes and notes and notes and notes, everyday gems, everyday nuggets. What's the point? Where's the work? Duplicate what they do, right? Duplicate. And guys, I say this even from someone, even if you're unranked, even if you are unranked, right? Understand this. You said you want to build a business, okay? Now, in your chats, in the Discord, in our separate WhatsApps, whatever, you're going to see what the leaders do. You're going to see every time someone gets introduced, the leaders say, welcome to the family. You know, great to see, great to have you here. Every time someone drops profits, wow, blues, green bubbles, whatever it is, we're celebrating people. Every time someone has a question, you see we're there. We answer pretty much straight away if we can, right? Team calls, we're always on the calls. Doing the events, we're always on the events. Sharing the links for the Go Live money sessions, we're always doing it. But you say you want to be a leader, yet no one don't know your name because you don't talk. Leading what? What are you leading? No one knows your name. The only time you come into the group is to take. The only time you come into the group is to complain. The only time you come into the group is because you want something. No, that's not a leader. Because when someone does join your business, they're going to be looking at you and that's what they see. They should come into the group and be like, wow, this person, everyone knows them. They're really making waves over here. Okay, they got it like that over here. Be a leader. Duplicate. Do what you want to be. Do it now, right? That's what you do. That's your responsibility if you're running a business, right? Now, guys, I'm not going to keep this too long. I want to wrap this thing up quick. So I'm going to whiz through the rest, right? But there is no shortage of information in this place. There's no shortage of information. Okay, you have notes all the time. Everyone notes. What I want to know, yeah, is for any one of you guys that thinks you're struggling with trading, struggling with building. How many notebooks do you have? Because me, I got about 10 notebooks that's filled page to page since I joined IM. And how many times have you gone back and read through the notes, cover to cover, before you ask for more information? Because my guess is that if you took a highlighter and you went through your notebooks and you highlighted everything you had actually done, there'd be a whole lot of white page still left, but you're asking for more notes. Why are you asking for more notes? You haven't done the things that are already in the notes you've already got, but they're asking for more notes. Stop asking for notes and go do the work. Go and do the work. No more notes. Do the work, right? Take stock of your actual situation, guys. Be responsible. Come on. Now, the last thing I want to really touch on right now is the why, right? Because this one, find your why. Not the car, not the holiday, not the clothes. The why, the actual, real, true why. The thing that even before you joined IM was keeping you up at night, the thing that hurts you, the thing that you can't stop thinking about, the thing that the person in your life that you would move heaven and earth for, that person that even if you didn't have IM, you would give up everything in a heartbeat for them. That's your why. Whatever that thing, that person is, that is your why. Everything else is just sprinkles. Everything else is sprinkles. Find the thing that moves you. That is what you're going to work on. That's what your focus is going to be, right? Now, it's got to be something that really, really has you in a state of discomfort when you think about it. It's got to be that thing, right? Now, the reason why I say find your why is because if you have your why, mate, this is done. If you have your why, it's game over. It's finished. The goal's done, right? Because you ain't giving up on that. You're not quitting on that. You ain't complaining and whinging on that, right? You will do everything you have to do to get that thing done because that's your real reason why, right? Now, over the past week, what I've noticed is I'm speaking to a lot of people, right? You guys already know, you see me doing the HFX, you see me doing like boot camps and all this kind of stuff. And what I hear a lot of is, wow, like, how do you do it? Do you sleep? What is going on? Like, how? Guys, with the greatest of respect, my why is strong. Instead of asking me, do I sleep? Instead of asking me, how do I do it? The question is, how are you not doing it? Why are you sleeping? Why don't you know why I'm doing it? You should know why I'm doing it because you should have your own why that's making you do it too. If you don't have a why and you're looking at the leaders around you thinking, raw, what are they on? That means you ain't found your why. You haven't found your real why because it hasn't moved you to lose sleep. It hasn't moved you to be on every session. It hasn't moved you to do whatever is in your capability to do to get the goal done. You haven't found your why, right? So I'm telling you, find your why, guys. And I will tell you what my why is, okay? I just want to, I don't want you guys to think I just come on here and I'm just battering you, okay? I'm going to tell you what my why is because for some of you, you're actually struggling to think of a why, right? But I will tell you the moment I knew what my why was, right? I'm going to take you guys back to 2008, 2009, right? Do you guys remember Jade Goody? If you remember her from Big Brother, Jade Goody, she was a reality TV star. She was known for being quite not intelligent, right? And she had a lot of series and stuff online, she had reality shows and she did a lot, right? And she actually got cervical cancer in August 2008. She was diagnosed with cervical cancer. She passed away in March, right? Now, I remember I was a fan of her. And the only reason I was a fan of her was because she inspired me. This was a girl that the nation at one point hated. This was a girl who was known for being dim, less than intelligent. This was a girl who was raised by drug addicts and alcoholic parents, right? All the odds were stacked against her being successful. Everything was stacked against her being successful. And she didn't know it all. But you know what she did do? She was smart. She put herself in a position to be around people who did know what she didn't know. This woman, over the space of a few years, made £8 million. £8 million. A girl who grew up in Bermondsey, right? Broken home, all odds stacked against her, made £8 million because she had a strong why. Her why was her children, right? Now, understand this. I watched the series where she was diagnosed, where she was ill and all of this stuff. And the reason why it really grasped me, guys, was because, and not many people know this, the same summer that she was diagnosed was the same summer that I had smear test results telling me that I had precancerous cells. The same summer. And so I had to wait for my test results. I had to go to the hospital, have a biopsy done. They took a sample and they sent it off for testing. I had to wait for those results weeks. While I was watching this young woman, this 27-year-old woman die on TV in front of me, I was sitting there thinking, this could be me. How do I know this is not me? I'm 23 years old. Her eldest was that time 5 years old. My eldest was 5 years old. My son 5 years old at the same time. I'm literally watching someone with a parallel life to mine potentially lose their life on TV. And I'm watching everything she's doing, even though she's dying, to make sure her family is protected, to make sure her family is secure, even though she is dying. And I said to myself, my goodness, if I die today, what have I left for my son? He's 5. His dad's not around. What happens to him? Right? Some of the time I look after my mum. My younger sister is a year younger than my son. I'm thinking, if something happened to me, what happened to them? What am I leaving? It made me insanely grateful for life, guys. I didn't find out until after she died that I was okay. And even after that, I had to have smear tests every year to make sure I was okay because cancer runs in my family on all sides. Right? I've lost so many members of my family to cancer. So it's a real fear for me. When I found I am, and I give thanks to that day I found I am, right? And I realized what this thing was because I said, right, if I was running without this vehicle, imagine how I'm going to run with the vehicle. The right vehicle to take you exactly where you want to go. All you got to do is change. All you've got to do is change. I said, listen, it's a done deal. I ain't stopping. I ain't sleeping. I will do this thing until I get what I want out of it. Guys, this is how you have to move. Find your why. Find the thing that is going to keep you awake regardless. Say to yourself right now, look at my debts, look at my assets. If I die today, what am I leaving for my children? Have I left them one hefty mortgage? Have I left them debts? What have I left them? Do they even have money to bury me? Ask the right questions and get the answers that make you work. There's no playing now. There's no playing. We've done this. We've done notes. We've done gems. If you're a builder, pick up the phone and call your people. If you're using social media, that thing. If you're trading, be on, go live, right? Because guaranteed, right? This is the thing. Measure your degree of belief, measure your degree of work, and then the rest is just time, right? Belief, work, and time. That's the only three things you need. Believe. Understand this, right? If you believe, you will change. If you believe, you will change, right? So your belief has to be on point. Now, the reason I say if you believe, you will change, because I've heard so many people be like, oh, Matthew, Faye, a session, 4 a.m. Oh, I can't do that. I've got work. Really? Okay, so if I said to you, I'd pay you £4,000 just for getting up and going on Go Live at 4 a.m., would you get up? If I was going to just bank transfer you £4,000, would you do it? Drop a yes in the chat if you do it, guys. Drop a yes in the chat. If I said I will send you personally £4,000 for you to get up at 4 a.m. and just go on his Go Live session and press red button, green button, who would do it? Right. Why would you do it? Why would you change? Because you believe. Why would you change? Because you believe I'm going to do it, right? So the question is, the only way to get results, some of you don't want to believe because you ain't got results. But the fact is, the only way to get results is to change. The only way to get results is to change. So you can't force the results to make you believe, but you can start believing and just change. Because the change will bring about the results. So when you get some results, guess what it will do? It will reinforce your belief. And it will get easier to do the things that you didn't want to do. The things that you didn't want to change for, that comes easier because you've got results now. You have to change. You have to change, right? Stop being entitled. Take your ego out of it. Guys, you can't come here to IM and be like, I'm going to give it 1 month. I'm going to give it 3 months. I'll see if it works. The system works. From the time you see profits, it works. From the time you see promos, it works. Is you not working? And how are you going to come here with entitlement? You've worked a job for 10, 20, 30, 40 years and never got what you got. When you started working that first day, did you tell your boss, oh, I'll try it for 3 months and see if it works? No, you didn't. You've been there 40 years and it still don't work. How dare you come to IM, the place where it works, and you're trying to tell us what you're going to give it, what you're... You stay there. It's all right. Stay there. Right? Guys, you have to operate from gratitude. You have to be grateful you found this vehicle because this thing works. It works. Right? I've seen it for myself. I've seen it for others. And the fact is, I didn't even need to see it for myself. I knew it worked when I saw it work for someone. And we've seen it work for everyone, old, young, slim, fat, or, all kind of races, colors, creeds, all kind of backgrounds. Half of the educators have been in prison. Come on. Half of the traders that you're listening to have been in prison. They were involved in all kinds of something, right? The chairmen have come from all kinds of backgrounds and the thing works. So all you've got to do is be willing to change to get your results. Do whatever it takes, okay? Because the fact is, yeah, you have a job. So what? We all have jobs. If you got to get up at certain time to be on Go Live, or you got to make phone calls, you got to stay up an hour late, or you got to wake up an hour early, get it done. Because the fact is, when you have what you want in life, when your why is fulfilled, none of it will matter. None of it will matter. You won't remember none of it. You won't care about none of it. It will all make sense. You just got to do it. It will all make sense, right? So the decision, what you got to do now is decide. What you got to do now is decide. Because the decision means there's no other alternative. It's not, oh, wow, how can you do that? It's how can you not? There's no other option. Someone, don't ask me how, because I don't even know how. I just know there's no other option but to do it, right? So you got to decide. Do you really want the thing that you said you wanted when you joined? Do you really want it? Because we asked you, what was your why? We asked you, what were your goals? You spoke certain things. Do you really want it? If that's not what you want, find the thing that you really want and go after that. Find the thing that you truly, truly want and go after that, right? Or your other option, because no one's forcing you to be here, right? Your other option is just accept that you don't want it. That's perfectly fine. You know what I mean? You don't have to, but accept you don't want it, rather than complaining, rather than moaning, rather than all of this backbiting and blaming everybody else. Accept that you are just not willing to change. And if that doesn't sit comfortably with you, then you know you have to change to get what you want. All right, guys, I hope this call has been of value to you. All right, like I said, I speak straight. I hope this has helped you. I hope it's shaken whatever needs to shake in your heads so you guys can go out and win. I want to celebrate every single one of you. All right, some of you guys have joined during the pandemic, right? You don't even know about events yet. You don't even know about the power of events. When we all get together in a room, you're not ready. You're not ready. Okay, I want to be there with you guys. When the world opens up and we're doing events, I want to be on stages with you. I want to be celebrating with you. We should be doing tours together, right? So guys, that being said, let's rock, right? Let's do what we got to do. Yeah, let's do it. Jason, back to you.
Woo! Wow, my Lord. I need air. I need air. Woo! This call is going down in the history books, ladies and gentlemen. There's 100 people on this call. I'm grateful for the 100 people on this call today. Somebody needs to hear this information today, Lord have mercy. Wow. And Nicola Queen Carter, ladies and gentlemen. Nicola Queen Carter, ladies and gentlemen. I need to see Queen Carter's in the chat box, please. Woo! Queen Carter, baby, in the chat box right now. Dang, my Lord. Guys, you know what? Well, this is the dominating thoughts of our mind will eventually reproduce itself, right? I trust this RAS, you know. I trust the RAS. I trust it. I trust it. So Nicola needs to speak this Sunday. Let's go. Wow. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Nix, we thank you, man. We honor you. We appreciate you. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely crazy. The call is going down in history. If you came on late, guys, understand this. If you were 2 minutes late to the call, you missed the source already as well. Like there was no introduction, there was no warming up moment, right? It was just straight in, and we were slain. So, boy, you need to make sure you get the recording of this. I'm telling you, you missed out. Or like you thought all this is flames. The beginning was flames as well. You missed it. All right, you missed it. Okay, right? You missed it. You need to go back and watch this recording. All right, my Lord, Lix, we thank you. I appreciate you, sis. I'm gonna just emphasize a couple of points that Nicola said, and I'm gonna just drop a couple stuff that I wanted to drop as well, right? Wow, what a call. What a call. Yes. Let's go. What a call. My Lord, my Lord. All right, cool. You hit on so many gems, man. Responsibility. That was the real crux of this call. Responsibility. Take responsibility. Wow. Yeah. All right, let me hit a few points, right? Just random points, and then I'll hit you with some of the stuff that I want to talk about, right? And I'm not going to be long today. You guys have taken the word. You've taken a word from on high today, right? But just a couple of points, you know, the whole complaining. Do you know that the word says do all things without complaining? Uh-oh. Yes, we're going there today. It says do all things without complaining. Easier said than done, but it actually says it. Do all things without complaining. Do you know that complaining repels? Complaining actually repels and gives you more stuff to complain about. You look at the children of Israel. How much complaining and grumbling and moaning, and what happened to them? They didn't see no promised land. Guys, from 2000, oh my good God. Guys, you know what I was deep in recently? I said, Jason, how the heck did we build a Platinum 5000 organization with just Forex? With that harmonic scanner? With people self-analyzing? How did we accomplish what I really don't know. There was no HFX, huh? When we were doing this, there was no DCX. There was no scanner source, huh? There was no DeLorean when we signed up. Can you imagine what we were going through, not having all of this stuff, and we still persevered? Can you imagine how many more complaints that we could have been using and saying and declaring. And look what we accomplished with that. Could have easily said, you know what, this is all long, bun this, but how many, there would be no Lakeisha if we didn't persevere, huh? And Leah wouldn't be here, 5-figure trader, if we didn't persevere, huh? There'd be no launch document. There'd be no Fantastic Four. There'd be none of this stuff if we hadn't persevered. Guys, gratitude. Gratitude gives you ability to access more. Thank you, Lord. You know, you actually need to be thankful that you can lose money in a minute. You do. You have to be thankful. You have to be thankful that you have an opportunity to be able to make money in a minute. Guys, we are living in a different time. Do you know that we serve a Father who specializes in prospering his people in perilous times? Huh? Guys, I'm telling you, we are in an opportunity. We've been saying this from time ago. This is Noah's Ark. It really is Noah's Ark. People are suffering and struggling out here. I'm telling you. And you can come in and make money in a minute by simply jumping on a session and pressing 2 buttons. Guys, keep your trading journey simple. I remember listening to Noel Trimble, right? I think, you know, in terms of business, she's the best chairman in the company, right? You know what she said? She said, I see a whole lot of people doing a whole lot of learning without much earning. And I'm here just sitting my bum on this session, and I'm getting bags. Guys, the results just came out of Cash Trap, right? With the money session with Taylor and Matthew, right? Just came out. and it hit me yesterday. I said, look at the consistency. Week after week, month after month of 80% minimum. Nicola was saying, guys, would you be willing to wake up at 4 a.m.? Because I'm cool with the UK Times. I'm thinking, you know what, bro? I might need to start waking up. I might need to stop getting out of my bed, like for real. Look at the consistency. It's ridiculous. And all you have to do was sit your bum down, get comfortable with it, and press buy and sell. And we moaning. Guys, HFX is now the easy. Oh my goodness. It's such an easy close as well now. It's such an easy close. Like, you can't argue with me. I just showed you how to make £100 in 1 minute. We showed you the compound plan. We showed you the 80% stats, right? Right? It's such an easy close now. You can't argue. And we're closing. And Nicola said, where were you on the trainings? Guys, we've done so many trainings. Brad, the same way you're seeing more new members alerts pop in. We've said this. We said, listen, we're about to enter momentum. We said 500 brand new customers are coming in this season right here. And it's happening. You're witnessing it. You're seeing new members alert, new members alert, new members. We said it beforehand. It's been written. So shall it be done? Right? It's such an easy close. Everybody should be succeeding in trading now. Everybody should be succeeding in business. Everybody. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something on this call. Right now, this is a VTG call. Let me tell you something on this call. Guys, Fantastic Four, HFX, DCX, Scanner Source, and DeLorean is going to get you the bag. I can't vouch for anything else. Let me just say that now. I cannot vouch for nothing else. That's why I don't promote nothing else. But if you ain't seeing results and you ain't doing HFX only, DCX only, Scanner Source only, DeLorean only, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say to you. I really don't know what to say to you. Right? Because people are getting the bag now. And the most easiest, guys, listen, we understand, right? We understand that there are different learning capacities, age groups and whatnot. But let me tell you something. The most simplest way of getting results right now is HFX. It's the most simplest way. You can't argue with the stats, right? You can't argue with it. If you find one of the sessions and you sit down and you press buy and sell and you don't over leverage, you don't do multiple trades, right? You just sit down and you compound your account over a period of time, game over. This is why we have grandmas doing it, ladies and gents. If the grandma can do it, there's really no excuse, man. There's really no excuse, man. And then the company saying, take our compensation, take this money, by being a blessing to someone else, take the money, recycle it in your trading account, and do the dang same thing again. Guys, it's a system. It's a system built to make you prosper. And we've said it before. Listen, if you're saying, oh, I can't afford VD Forex, or I ain't got much capital, or this, that, and other, you cannot afford not to build a business. Noah said it. If you pick and choose how you want to make money, money gonna pick and choose when and how it comes to you. Guys, it's not difficult. We've got the source. And you know what's funny? Many of the times we were praying, what is trade? We were wondering, racking our brains, what is Trade House doing? What is SBC doing? And we have the information, and we weren't on the call. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe my eyes. The secrets, we've been wondering, what the heck is Trade House doing? We got the gems, and we didn't make the call. You know why it is? Because we didn't have to pay for it. You see, when we pay for stuff, you value it. Because it's on YouTube for free, it's nothing. These times, that information, when you see ranks pop, when you see people running, remember, the information was given to you. The information was given to you. It can't. Can you imagine the look on your future self face? Just looking at us, just like, what is this person doing? They're sending all these prayers, asking for financial freedom, and God has given them a shovel with a gold mine. What do you tell me? 3-letter word that you do with shovels. Type in the chat box for me, please. 3-letter word. You dig. All we have to do is dig, ladies and gents. We have the answers. We have the blueprint. We have the system. Trading and business. We don't have to. We don't have to complicate this anymore, ladies and gents. Like, for real. We do not have to complicate this, overcomplicate this anymore. Does that make sense? Nicola said, "Oh my gosh," said, "There's no shortage of information. We've got the notes, guys. It's just do it now. Nike brand. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it now, right? Work ethic is required. You see, I realized again, Nicola talked about this association. I want to touch on it. Association. Who you associate with. What one person says, this is tiring, this is exhausting, this is long, and another person says, I'm not doing enough. And then I look at the results and I'm like, you know what? I need to associate with this person who says, listen, I'm not doing enough. Listen, something hit me today. I need to make this a thing. No white space gang. Hello, somebody. No white space gang. Now some of you wondering, oh my gosh, what? No white people. I didn't say that. I said no white space. What do I mean by no white space? Your calendar should be full. No white space gang. Right? Your routines in terms of family, devotion, right? Health, etc. Right? Even rest should be scheduled. Your rest moments, right? Your moment of rest or whatever, cool. But apart from that, right? There should be no white space. Because guys, you know what that is? That's sacrifice. That is sacrifice. That's commitment. That's go all out. And you know what will happen? This is what was explained. Entrepreneurship is for people who say, you know what, I'm going to do so much more work than what is required. I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to do the absolute most for little to no pay. And what will happen is a transition like that. You will get paid so much for little to no work. I remember listening to David Diminiti. You know what he said? He said, guys, do you know what I did today? He said, I did nothing. I woke up today, I did absolutely nothing. I did nothing. I did nothing. I paid the price, and now I do nothing. Jump on a call here, jump on a call there. I go out, do a little shopping. Right? Yes, I think the other day, Zane told us how he spent $500,000 on a watch. And it was nothing. He just took it to us. Oh, well, how much that? $500,000? Okay, cool. Thank you for the watch. Thank you. Just walked out the shop. It's nothing. Nothing. It was like chicken change to him. Because he paid the price. Now, your goals might not be that high. or whatever it is you want, you got to be willing to pay the price. Go all out. Go all out. Because you are going to work a job for the next 40 years anyway. You know, some of you have to work hard in your jobs. The actual tasks is hard. Some of you, maybe the job is not hard, but the people you have to work with are hard people to deal with. Right? The expectation levels, some of the microaggressions. Is that your hair? Is that your hair, love? Is that your hair? Shut up about is that my hair? What's wrong with you? Huh? The racism, all kind of crap. You have to deal with that. And you want to do that for the next 40 years when something can liberate you. Huh? Like, seriously. Guys, this is it. Nicola said, listen, right? It's about the belief. Do you believe that this is the vehicle that's going to free you? And I said this in one of our groups. This is what we need to create. This is what we need to create, right? This is what needs to happen. And I'm talking to the whole team. I'm especially talking to my builders, right? But here's I mean, trading, it all applies. These five things that need to be created: more believers, more closers, more inviters, more pluggers, and more promoters. Let's do with believers first. Huh? Believing in the system, believing in IM, believing in trading. Guys, what's there not to believe? What's there not to believe? Huh? Money in minutes. Listen, when I came in, when I signed up in IM, when I signed up, I said, listen, I can see it's working for all these people. I've seen enough. I said, I can see it's all these people can't be acting. All these thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people cannot be acting. I've seen enough. Huh? I've seen enough. Type in the chat box, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Huh? Huh? But you know what the problem is? You're waiting for your breakthrough. Now, we're going to help you get to your breakthrough. Well, just real quick. Just real quick. Right? The breakthrough is going to come. You see other people getting their breakthrough. There are other people praying for a breakthrough. You know that this is going to be the answer. You can launch from now. You can share from now. You can get the capital and go ahead and do what needs to be done from now. I think I told some of you, I don't know if I said it, well, I can't remember where I said it. I was prospecting, cold market. I came across a lady in where? Where was it? Belgium. Belgium. We start the call. She's in the hospital. She's in the hospital. I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah. Currently got cancer. The uterus has been removed and I need income. I said, my Lord. And what if I wasn't prospecting? Well, I said, I'm too tired. Guys, it's bigger than just us, you know. There's more than enough reasons, selfish and selfless reasons to build. Really, seriously. And to be honest, it's about reciprocation. You are supposed to give and you're supposed to receive. You know, some people are very, very good at giving, but they're not very good receivers. Right? And some of you just want to take and they never want to give. You need to be good at both, giving and receiving. Right? That's what it's about. But ladies and gents, we've seen enough. There's enough evidence, and I'm telling you, keep this super simple. Right? Because the fact of the matter is, right, we're going to be doing all these VTBs, one-on-ones and whatnot. But where I can do group sessions where I have you traders right here, let me give you the game plan for trading real quick to make life super simple. Here's what you need to do. If you're not seeing results right now in trading, stop trading live, go to your demo for 1 week. Take a screenshot of your balance now and take a screenshot of your balance 7 days from now. Only take trades from the HFX money sessions, HFX swipes. Make sure the price you get in at is the price that has been given or at a better price. Use maximum risk management of 1 to 3%, and that is that. Make a note of how many wins and how many losses. Look at your balance at the end of the week. At the end of the week, if it's not up, then we can have another conversation. What did you not do from that? If you've done everything and you commit to the money sessions, right? It's going to be up, right? Because we can see the stats, and the stats don't lie. And also another thing, have the compound plan open on your screen at all times. Some of you want to print it off. You need to see your future. That's going to be you. Declare it's going to be you. Say that it is yours, and it will be yours. You have to believe it first to receive it. The believing comes before the receiving. Attitude determines altitude. If you're saying this ain't going to work for you, correct. You're absolutely right. It ain't going to work for you. I've said it so many times on my launch calls. Those of you who have been on launch calls with me, my Lord, I tell the people that I'm launching, I said, you know, excuse me, new team member. I need to tell you something. Listen, when I started IM, I did not come here to try and see if this is going to work. Let me give this a go. Let me give it a month. Let me see how I get on. I said, no. I've seen enough. It's going to work for me. I don't care how many accounts I need to go through, how many reds, it is going to work. And because that was my attitude, it eventually started to work. Attitude. Demand that this work for you. How? You need to feel a way for it not to work with you. How can it be all these people working? No. They know something I don't know. Just humble up. Get humble. Focus up. Say, listen, what do you know that I don't know? What do you know that I do not? David and Nicola gave it to us. It's the full basis of success over and over again. I love David. I love you. Thank you, God, for David. He gave us the source. If someone ever asked me, when you see me as a millionaire, and someone ever asked me, Jason, two resources I should give you, I'm going to say Stranger Secret and the full base of success. Do those two things, you'll win in anything. Willingness to learn and willingness to change. People in this court are willing to learn. People who are not in this court are not willing to learn. They cannot be successful. It's a law. Now, people in this court are willing to learn. You have a chance of being successful. If you are willing to change, the success is inevitable, eventually, gradually. Take a picture of the account after a week. You see the balance up, boom, go live, do the same thing that you just did, and start winning. Then, boom, go and launch the business. 30 names list, perfect invite, call in or text in, we don't care. Start inviting, prospect webinars, Monday to Saturday, 7 p.m., launch calls at 9 o'clock, boom. Bob's your uncle, Kwabena is your auntie. It's a very simple process. System. Save yourself time, energy, and money. So that was Create Believers. Create Believers. I've seen enough, ladies and gents. More closers. Guys, we've done enough closing training. You want to see how I'm closing? Huh? If you want to see how I'm closing, watch the video and start closing like that. Simple as that. More inviters. Guys, we've got the speed text script. We've got phone calls. 30 names list. Start putting bums on seats. Pluggers. These are the real assets. These are the real gems. People who are promoting team calls. People who are calling people at 101. What's your trading journey saying? Who are you watching? What time are you watching? Are you doing risk management? Are you on the training? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth and shame the devil. Right? They're plugging people in. Are you on the call? Did you take the trade? You're a plugger. And it's everybody's responsibility to be the plug. Someone with the plug for you. Right? Be the plug. It's phone work. Everyone must be called. Everybody must do it. I'm doing it. I am doing it. I'm calling everybody. You think, oh, Jason gonna hit Chairman 10 and he's gonna bounce. No. See me, I'm gonna do way more calls. Because guess what? It's one thing getting it, it's another thing keeping it. I go Chairman, you're getting calls from me. Don't know when you're getting calls though. You're getting calls. And I need to make sure you're eating. I need to make sure people in this team. I know I was talking to Nicola, and Nicola said, listen. She said, it's on me, responsibility. She said, listen, gone are the days people are going to come into my team and not make money. You must be joking. That's the attitude. You're making money by force. Right? And the last one is more promoters. Again, promoting team calls, trainings, events, etc., etc. Does that make sense? That's what we're doing. Right? Guys, we've got the system, we've got the blueprint. And the last thing I want to talk about, and then we're going to wrap up. So I was on the call the other day. Some of you were on the call as well. With this megastar networker, right? Who started this whole movement called B10XB. Write this down. Write in the chat box. B, now number 10, XB. B10XB. When I heard this, I was like, this is another game changer. Guys, if throughout business, there are defining moments. The access to Trade House was a defining moment. Assume the worst to prevent the worst. Assume the worst in your team to prevent the worst. That's a defining moment. Fantastic Four, defining moment. Moving to Discord, defining moment, right? All kinds, the launch document, defining moment, right? Here's another defining moment. Someone's gonna catch this and gonna change your life. B10XB. What does it stand for? Be 10 times bolder. Be 10 times bolder. Here's the question that you gotta ask yourself. If you were 10 times bolder, what would you do in this situation? Anytime you feel fear, anxiety, nerves, when you're about to prospect, call, text, speak to someone on a different level, ask yourself the question, what would I do if I was 10 times bolder? Whatever answer comes to your head, you do that answer enough times, it's gonna change your life. You attack fear. Fear must be attacked. And then once you attack, you realize, oh, that wasn't so bad. Anyone ever felt like that before? You've done something that you felt fearful of, and once you did it, you're like, that weren't so bad. Drop a 222 in the chat box if you've ever experienced that before. All right, look at the twos. Look at the twos. So guys, guess what? This applies to your business. It's not a lack of opportunity or lack of prospects. You ain't bold enough. You don't want to go on IG Live. Why? Because you're not bold enough. You don't want to do no interview because you're not bold enough. You don't want to, and this applies to everything. RIP to people who missed out on dating certain people for lack of self-esteem and boldness. Woo! Huh? Could have been you, bruv. Could have been you, little missy. Lack of boldness and low self-esteem. Boldness, ladies and gents. The Bible says he has not given us a spirit of timidity. Oh, I'm just an introvert. But when you came out the mother's womb, you were yelling. You were making a whole heap of noise in your mom's yard. You were not created to not speak up. God gave you a mouth. The mouth is supposed to be used for good things. He gave you a voice. It is supposed to be used for good things. You're supposed to be bold. You're supposed to be brave. Have I not called you? Ah! Be bold. Be brave. And speak up. And this stuff is used for stuff like injustice. Thank God for all our ancestors who spoke up, who were bold enough to do so. Bold people create change. You're supposed to be bold. Huh? You came from the Father. Listen, is he afraid? No. Is he afraid? No. Courage is not the absence of fear. is being bold in the face of it, ladies and gents. Don't be afraid to prospect people, to call people, to text people. What would you do if you were 10 times bolder? How would you respond to the text if you were 10 times bolder? Huh? Getting up on stage, running a call. What would you do if you were 10 times bolder? We don't lack opportunity, ladies and gents. You need to have audacity. Do you know, even some of you here, and I've experienced it, there are people who are actually afraid to speak to me. Not because of like, oh, he's nuts or nothing, but it's like, oh, I don't know what, that's the leader of VTG. Bruv, I'm a human being, you know. Guys, I'm really nice to one-on-one, trust me. I am. People who know me on this call, they know. Right? Bruv, just send a text. Have audacity. If I responded, keep texting until you get a response. I'm setting myself up for a madness here, but it is what it is. Right? I'm gonna respond eventually. You got a leader, you got a P1, you got a P2. Oh, I don't wanna text because I don't want to be a bother. What do you mean I want to be a text them, brother? Text them. Be bold. Guys, do you know David Imanite responds to me fast now? I had audacity. Huh? I love David, but he's still a man. He's still a human being. I text him. I send him a message. He responds now. Fast. I don't think, oh my gosh, that's a multi-millionaire. Oh my God. No! He's a human being. Huh? What's the worst that people can say to you when you prospect them? No. Did you die? Did anybody die? Has anybody died on this call from someone saying no? Type a 222 if you're not alive after someone said no to you. Huh? I see no twos. Good. You're listening. That's awesome. Still very much here. Huh? What's the worst that can happen? Huh? Right? You don't know who you're going to be signing up. Right? Someone text me. I was deep in this today. The person who enrolled me is no longer here. I think that's a madness. How could you? I don't know why they're not here. Can you imagine? They didn't know where we were going with VTG. They didn't realize if they had known, they'd still be here. But guys, you don't know. One text, one message. You are one conversation away from a breakthrough in your business. You are one phone call, one text, one Zoom away from breakthrough in your business. Let me use Tasia real quickly. See, Tasia is a beast now. Tasia is a lion. When she came here again, she was another mouse kitten, huh? But she texted a couple people and they were beasts, and so she leveled up quick, and then she started to transform, start to change, start to find her voice. Right? This platform transforms people, huh? Now I used to call her Taz the Angel. Now I call her Tasmania, huh? She's bolder now. She texts anyone now. She calls anyone now. Guys, boldness will change your life. You end up marrying people you didn't think you could marry, huh? You end up having a bigger bank balance, living in different places, getting brought into different rooms because you had the audacity to ask. Ask, and it shall be given. You do not have because you do not ask. My Lord, what a call. Huh? Not being called to be timid. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to be the best at this. You need to be the boldest, though. You need to be the baddest, boldest, bravest individual. Guys, I promise you, some of you are going to think I'm lying. I've said this to some of you already. Guys, I too used to be a kitten. I promise you. I know you're like, you, Jay? Yes, me, sir. I was a kitten. I was one skinny little you. Marga brother. Like, you see the t-shirt and my arm would, the thing would be flapping. It'd be flapping, yeah? And I'll be a follower. Never used to speak up. Then I found out who my father was. I found out who my father was. And then I realized, oh, no. That Jason have to die. This the new Jason, baby! All glory to the Savior. Yes, please. Once you know who your father is, ladies and gents, it's going to give you boldness. It's going to give you confidence. But just getting trading results is going to give you confidence. Doing some personal development, it's going to give you confidence. You need to be bold. Bruh, your life depends on being bold. The life you want to live requires, someone make notes, the life you want to live requires boldness. You need to see yourself as a boss or a boss lady. I am that chick. I am that dude. I am that guy. And until then, you're going to see yourself as a kitten and earn kitten wages. I don't want no kitten wages. I want them gorilla wages. I want elephant wages. I want lion wages. That's what I want. You understand? Yeah. So keep doing it, ladies and gents, and your life will change. All the successful people, they're all bold. Success is attracted by the person that you become. Embody successful people who have boldness, and therefore success will have no choice but to come to you. It's all in your boldness. You hang around the right people. So key. I loved it, what Nicola explained earlier. You must hang around the right people. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say this. I hang around Jalen Goss now. Jalen's my guy. He's my dude. I listen to him regularly now. And then I realized, oh, okay, I wasn't really working before. I wasn't working. Now I see Jalen. I'm like, oh, this is how you work. Okay. In my Americans, we say, all right, bet. Huh? Hi, bet. In the UK, we say S&M. Say no more. Huh? Hang around the right people. And he said, do exactly what your mentors tell you to do. Raise your skills, raise your self-image, raise your boldness, and you will raise your results. This has been the VTG team call. Let's go! Yes, please. Guys and girls, I love you. I appreciate you. Even if you don't love me, you hate me secretly behind my back. It's all good. I love you. It's all good. It's all good, right? But I love you. I appreciate you. Guys, let's make it happen. Another week is upon us, okay? Let's get it. Follow the blueprint we've just given you for trading. Follow the blueprint we've just given you for business. Chairman is upon us, ladies and gents. It has no choice but to show up. You must be kidding me. Let's go. I'm going to send out the recording as soon as I get it, right? And don't just be a hero, ladies and gents. Be a doer of the word. Just go ahead and get it done. Guys, this week, smash your goals. Smash your ranks. This week, get it done. Let's go. All right? All right, family. Don't forget to tag your boy on social media. Don't forget to tag Nicola on social media. And don't forget to drop how flames this call was with some nuggets that you learned inside of the VTG Discord group chat, right? Let other people know that they need to be here next time, all right? Much love, guys. Let's go. Shush!